L2.
Dear students, all are welcome to today's English medium class. What are you studied in the last class? It is river valley civilizations. One of the river valley civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, we had already studied. Do you have any doubts regarding this content? Can you recollect the major areas discussed in the last class? Let us list them. The excavators and excavations conducted in different sites of Indus Valley civilizations, the extension of the civilization and names of the sites, period of the civilization, features of cities, their houses, the drainage system, the role played by the villages, their administrative system, etc., evidences for their architectural skill, features like the use of burnt bricks, bronze tool, drainage, streets, granaries and the great bath, etc., and the weights and measures of the Indus people, etc., are the sum of the matters discussed through the Indus Valley civilization. We also discussed the reason for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. Did you finish all your works related to this class? Then now we are going to a new river valley civilization. The civilizations we are now discussing, the Egyptian civilization, the Mesopotamian civilization and the Chinese civilization. There is a feature of the Indus Valley civilization. You all know what is the feature of the Indus Valley civilization? They know a metal, copper, and another metal that is tin, and they mixed the two and made a new one that is called the bronze. The Indus people widely used the bronze, so the civilization is called the Bronze Age civilization. You know that because the previous class we discussed the Bronze Age civilization regarding the Indus Valley civilization. Likewise, the other civilizations I told you now, the Mesopotamian civilization, the Egyptian civilization and the Chinese civilization are commonly called the Bronze Age civilization. Why these civilizations are called Bronze Age civilizations? Because they all knew how to mix copper with tin and make a new alloy metal, the bronze. So, these all civilizations are called the Bronze Age civilizations. The Indus Valley people, the Chinese, the Mesopotamian, the Egyptians are used bronze for making tools and weapons. Hence, these civilizations are commonly known as Bronze Age civilizations. I think you are clear why the civilizations are called Bronze Age civilizations. Who were the excavators took charge of excavations in Indus Valley sites? They were Sir John Marshall, the director, Archaeological Survey of India. Adi Banerjee, Mohenjo-daro, he took excavations related to Mohenjo-daro. Dayaram Saini, he took the charge of Harappan civilization. They were the archaeologists related to excavations in Indus Valley civilization. Then who was the archaeologist related to the excavations in Egypt? You know the inquiry related to the Tutankhamun's pyramid. It was done by Howard Carter. You may have heard the journey in search of mummies, the pyramid, by the archaeologists and the historians. One of the features of the Egyptian civilization was the construction of pyramids. They were huge structures for preserving mummies. They were called the pyramids. So, what were mummies and pyramids? The Egyptians had a practice of preserving the dead bodies. A corpse preserved thus is called a mummy. Then what were called the pyramids? They were the tombs where the mummies were preserved. The mummies were preserved inside the pyramids. The kings or the emperors of Egypt were called pharaoh. Like other places, the kings or the emperors in Egypt are called the pharaohs. The civilization flourished in the valley of the river Nile. You know, in the previous classes or the earlier classes, Egypt is called the gift of the Nile. The place Egypt is called the gift of the Nile. Why the place is called the gift of the Nile? Without Nile, the place Egypt may be a desert place, because the largest desert Sahara is near to the place. If there is no Nile near to Egypt, it may be a desert place. So, Egypt is called the gift of the Nile. Because of the presence of the river, the backbone of the civilization is agriculture. You know, the Indus people also engaged in agricultural activities. The surplus production leads to the construction of granaries in Indus Valley regions. You all know that. And likewise, in Egyptian civilization, the agriculture was their backbone. They also engaged in many other works like weaving, production of glassware, etc. These were the occupations of the Egyptians. Like the Indus Valley people, the Egyptians also developed their own art of writing. What is the name of the art of writing developed by the Egyptians? It is hieroglyphics. What is the word meaning of hieroglyphics? It means sacred writing. The French ruler Napoleon attacked Egypt, and with him many scholars accompanied him. One of such scholar was Champollion, who was the first scholar studied about the art of writing or the hieroglyphics. They also used a leaf that is called papyrus for writing these hieroglyphic scripts. The resemblance of paper and papyrus is also important here. Paper, the word paper is maybe derived from the word papyrus. They were also advanced in the field of science. They formulated a solar calendar based on the movement of the sun. A year had 365 days. It was also divided into 12 months. Each month had 30 days. So, 360 days completed. 5 days remaining. The remaining 5 days were set aside for celebrations. That is the solar calendar prepared by the Egyptians. Once more, the calendar prepared by the Egyptians were called the solar calendar. 365 days, 12 months, each month had 30 days, and the remaining 5 days were set aside for celebrations. That is the feature of the Egyptian calendar. They were also made remarkable contributions in the field of mathematics. You know, the construction of pyramid is one of the best example for their knowledge about the mathematical skill. They could also calculate the area of triangle, rectangle, etc. To determine the time, they made a sundial and a water clock. These were the important mathematical skills of the Egyptians. Another structure made by the Egyptians were the sculpture of Sphinx. It is the best example for their skillful in sculpture. It is a statue of lion's body and a human head. Once more, the Sphinx means a statue, lion's body and a human's head. We can got evidence in different places of the Egyptian cities sculpture of Sphinx. So, this subunit we had discussed some features of the Egyptian civilizations, especially the mummies, the pyramid, their architectural skills, their science skill in science, etc. Now, we go to another Bronze Age civilization, that is Mesopotamian civilization. Earlier we are familiar with the map that show the Bronze Age civilizations. One of such civilization is Mesopotamian civilization. It flourished the region where the modern Iraq is situated. Modern Iraq. The Mesopotamian civilization which flourished in the region where the modern Iraq is situated. What is the meaning of Mesopotamia? You know, Mesopotamia is in between the two rivers, Euphrates and Tigris. So, it is called Mesopotamia, land between rivers. The rivers originate from the mountains of Armenia and merge with the Persian Sea. In different times, there were merged and declined 4 civilizations. These 4 civilizations were the Sumerian civilization, the Babylonian civilization, the Assyrian civilization and the Chaldean civilization. One by one, a new civilization emerged and it declined. On the same place, another civilization came into being. So, in different times, 4 civilizations were originated in Mesopotamia. They were the Sumerian, the Babylonian, the Assyrian and the Chaldean. What is the backbone of the Indus Valley civilization and the Egyptian civilization? You know, it is agriculture. Likewise, the fertile soil that helped for agricultural activities in Mesopotamia. So, there witnessed agricultural progress. The major cities in Mesopotamia were Ur, Uruk and Lagash. In different times, different cities were originated. Such cities are Ur, Uruk and Lagash. Another importance of such cities were they were also the centers of trade. Each city is a center of trade. So, they were the centers of brisk trade. In the earlier classes, we also discussed the relationship between Mesopotamia and the Harappan culture. The Harappans had a trade contact with Mesopotamia. Evidences were unearthed by the excavators and historians that shows there is an evidence of trade between the two regions. The development of trade led to the development of art of writing also. What is the art of writing developed by the Egyptians? What is the name of the art of writing? That is hieroglyphics, the sacred writing. Mesopotamians also developed their own art of writing. What is the name of the art of writing? Do you know? That is cuneiform. The word cuneiform expresses the shape of such a art of writing. Cuneiform is wedge shaped writing written on the smooth surface of the wet clay tablets. A sharp stylus was used for writing. They were baked in the sun. Most of them were related to trade. That are the features of cuneiform writing. The cuneiform writing were developed for mostly the trade purposes. They were wedge shaped, written on the smooth surface of the wet clay tablets. A sharp stylus was used for writing. They were baked in the sun. Most of them were related to trade. These were the importance of the art of writing developed by the Mesopotamians. Like other civilizations we have studied, they were also made a remarkable contribution in mathematics and astronomy. They formulated a calendar based on the movement of the moon. It was divided into 12 months. A month to 4 weeks and a day to 24 hours. It is based on the movement of the moon. So, it is 11 days behind the or 11 days less than that of the solar calendar. You were familiar with the solar calendar, which was developed by the Egyptians. What are the difference between the two? The solar calendar and the lunar calendar, or the calendar developed by the Mesopotamians. The Egyptian calendar based on solar calendar or the movement of the sun, while the Mesopotamian calendar based on the movement of the moon. So, there is some days behind from the solar calendar, 11 days less than that of solar calendar in lunar calendar or the calendar developed by the Mesopotamians. They also knew multiplication, division, square root, etc. Another feature of the Mesopotamian civilization was the construction of ziggurat. Like the pyramid we had studied in Egyptian civilizations, Mesopotamians also built their temples. These temples were called ziggurat. It is an evidence of the amazing architectural skill of the ancient Mesopotamians. They constructed such a ziggurat in cities. They were built on artificial hillocks using bricks. These are called the ziggurats. Another Bronze Age civilization is the Chinese civilization. You know, like other Bronze Age civilizations, the Chinese civilization also flourished on the banks of the river. What was the name of the river the Chinese civilization originated or developed? That was Huanghe, the river Huanghe, may be called the Yellow River. The civilization flourished on the banks of the river Huanghe. Like other civilizations, agriculture was the base of the civilization. They were also skillful in weaving, making pottery and silk production. Silk is related to the Chinese civilization. They were also developed an art of writing. The script is a type of pictographic, not alphabet. Later it developed into an ideographic script. It begins as a pictographic one. Later it developed into an ideological script called ideographic script. They also formulated a calendar which is a year consists of 365 and half days, almost accurate than other calendars. One year had 365 and half days according to the Chinese calendar. These were the four civilizations we had discussed. Through this chapter, the river valley civilizations, we had discussed the names of river valley civilizations, importance of the civilizations, their particular features, general features of all civilizations, etc. Their centers, analyzed the major features of these civilizations, the progress attained in agriculture and craftsmanship, development of trade, their trade relationship with their contemporary civilizations like Mesopotamia and Harappan civilization, etc. Their art of writing or system of art of writing. Each had their own system of art of writing, a type of pictographic developed in Indus Valley civilization, hieroglyphics in Egypt, cuneiform in Mesopotamia, a pictographic script later developed as ideographic script in China. These are the art of writing developed by all the Bronze Age civilizations. Progress in the field of technology and science. Examples are the construction of pyramid, ziggurat, mathematical skills, scientific skills, etc., etc. We had discussed. These are the main points we go through this chapter. If you have any doubts to clear related to this unit, please ask to your subject teacher. Thank you all. Have a nice day.